Kent Spitfires thrashed Royal London One Day Cup holders Gloucestershire by 7 wickets with 52 balls to spare in Canterbury to now have qualification for the quarter-finals in their own hands. Kent took control early on. They won the toss and then saw Phil Mustard bowled by Matt Coles in the bowlers' opening over. Coles was celebrating again in his third. Ian Cobain trapped in front for 6 with his team on 29 for 2. It was slow going for the visitors, but with Michael Klinger still there, in partnership with Hamish Marshall, they still had every opportunity to set a difficult target in a competition they won last year, but have struggled in so far in this one. This pair carried the score to 71, only to lose Klinger for 36 in the 18th over, as he had his stumps disturbed by Darren Stevens via an inside edge. Graham Van Buren struck the only 6 of the innings in the 28th over, that also being the one which saw the back of Marshall for 43. Charlie Hartley with the important wicket, which had Gloucestershire on 114 for 4. And from there they fell away. Hartley in his first game for nearly 2 years won another LBW appeal in his next over to get rid of Van Buren for 20. Jack Taylor was held off his own bowling by Will Gidman, a lovely moment for the former Gloucestershire man. Benny Howell was then bowled by Gidman for a couple, and when Craig Miles gave the all-rounder his third success in the space of 4 overs, the visitors had slumped to 138 for 8 after 37 overs, Gidman seemingly a little embarrassed with his success. There was a brief fight back led by David Payne, who struck 3 boundaries in his 23, but he was then run out by Daniel Bell-Drummond attempting a second. Gloucestershire were now in real danger of being bowled out well inside their allotted 50 overs. Matt Taylor and Tom Smith did at least get their side to 200, Taylor with 16 and Smith left stranded on 29 when his partner was bowled by Mitch Claydon. The Gloucesters dismissed for exactly 200 in the last over. The star with the ball, Stevens, with figures of 1 for 28 from his 10 overs, Gidman 3 for 28 from 8. So often this summer in all formats, Joe Denley and Bell-Drummond have given their team an ideal start with the bat, and this match was another time for them to do that. They both came into this contest posting an average above 60, and here they took very few risks in waiting for the hittable deliveries. They carefully knocked off 39 runs in the first 10 overs and eventually went on to register an opening stand of 92 made in 20, Denley with 44 of them and his partner 42. Bell-Drummond was then bowled by Howell, but almost half of the runs had already been scratched off the target. Denley reached another 50 in the 23rd over, the same one in which Kent had 3 figures on the board. The batsman had used up 71 deliveries for his half-century, from which he'd found the boundary 7 times. He then struck this maximum as the Spitfires eased towards their target. With 20 overs remaining, they needed only 55 runs, with 9 wickets in hand. Make that 8 as Sam Northeast gave Payne a catch off his own bowling, the skipper out for 26 with a total on 146 for 2. Sam Billings made 7 before he was also caught by the bowler, this time Van Buren. But Stevens and the impressive Denley then guided their side towards the winning line with bags of time to spare. This was a very professional performance by last year's beaten semi-finalists. They will hope to go yet further this year. The match was completed in the 42nd over, Stevens with a 6, an ideal way to end what was a very comfortable match for the home team. There were 52 balls left, Denley ending on a solid 82 to take his side to a 7-wicket victory. The Spitfires are up to 4th in the group, and another win over Sussex in Hove on Tuesday may be enough to see them through to the knockout stages once again.